Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing a 12 by 12 layout using this photo of my daughter. And this is a series that I'm doing together with Moira where we will be sharing our SCT sampler kits each month and also be doing some projects using the kit. Now today I am going to be doing this 12 by 12 layout, and I believe next week both Moira and I will be sharing another video where we complete some other projects using whatever is left over from the kit after we complete this layout today. So be sure to check out my description box. I'll go ahead and link the unboxing down below, and I'll also link Moira's videos so you can check out her unboxing, because some of the items in her kit varies a little bit from the ones that I got. So be sure to check that out, and also check out the link to her project, her 12 by 12 layout that she's completing today as well. And be sure to subscribe to both of our channels so you'll be notified once we upload new videos featuring more projects using the kit. So on this layout today, I am going to be using the 6x6 papers that came with the kit. And this one is from the Echo Park Spring Collection. And you can see here, I'm just going to start by fussy cutting out some of these butterflies from this Echo Park pattern paper. Now, I do not enjoy fussy cutting that much, but following some technique tips I got from other crafters, I can manage to fussy cut a few butterflies. You also do need a good pair of scissors. The ones that I'm using today is from Close to My Heart, which is absolutely awesome with fussy cutting. And the technique from other crafters that I've learned that has definitely been a help is to turn your paper instead of your scissors. Also, go slowly. Do not rush. Just take your time and fussy cut as slow as you can go, just to make sure you're not rushing and cutting into your image. And on these butterflies, I did leave a very thin white border around them. So from the leftover pattern paper, from that pattern paper with all of the butterflies, I am going to use the leftovers for a border around the, actually not around the entire layer, but just on the top and the bottom. Now I am going to be joining together these scraps. So being that it is a pattern paper, a floral pattern paper, it hides that very well. And you can see that I'm just making sure where the edges join each other, they are straight. And I also have the torn look on the top of that paper strip. Now the torn look helps you to not notice where it's joined. It basically distracts you, so you don't really pay attention where they are joined together. And later on in the process, I also add some more elements to my borders to sort of distract you as well. So here I'm going to add a border to the top and the bottom using that leftover paper. And I do go in with a second pattern paper and add another torn edge to that border, one towards the left, the top left, and one to the bottom right. And this pattern paper here is from the Heidi Swapp Storyline collection. So you can see both of these collections, the Echo Park and Heidi Swapp collections, both go really well with each other. And I'm going to continue adding in this border right now. Then I'll add some layers behind my photo. So I'm going to continue on with the torn look behind my photo, and I'm going to add quite a few layers. So I'm just going through the pattern papers that came with the kit and picking out the ones that I think will work. Now on the back side of the paper with all of those lemons and oranges, the back side would be this leaf. And here I'm just cutting off the part that you won't be seeing, just to save it as much as I can so I can use it elsewhere on the layout. And I'm tearing the edges again and layering those behind. So you can see I'm just adding strips in on the side. Since they're shorter, they're 6x6 paper, so they will not go all the way across. But if you tear the edges, it gives you the idea, it gives you the illusion that it is going straight across behind the photo, but it's actually not. So I'm just going to alternate between those leaves, the gingham, and that pink polka dot, and add those layers behind the photo. So with the kit, I also got these photo corners, and these was from a sticker pad from the Heidi Swapp collection. So I'm adding 4 of those to the photo, and I decided here just to extend my mats behind my photo a bit more, just out to the edge. Now at this point, I am not loving that white background anymore. I felt like it wasn't making my layout pop, my photo and my pattern papers pop enough. So I decided to go with this green cardstock instead, and this is from a Felicity Jane collection from maybe 2 years ago. I cannot remember which, and I absolutely love how this looked a lot better. So now I'm going to begin embellishing the layout, and I'm using some of those butterflies that I fuzzy cut out before. I'm going to add 3 of those right now. And I pulled in one of the tags that came with the kit from the Echo Park collection. So I went ahead and cut the tag in half. I added part of it to the lower cluster that I'm creating there, and I added the second part of it to the top left corner of the layout. Here I pulled in some twine from my stash. I tied it in a bow and added it right on top of that tag. Here I am adding in some washi, and this is a very thin washi with some gold arrows like a chevron design. And I added 2 strips to the top and the bottom. I'm sorry, I'm out of frame right now, but I will be back in frame in just a few moments. And I went ahead and added 1 strip along each side as well. Now the collection that I have came with just a few pieces of ephemera. So here I grabbed my little container I have on my desk with leftover pieces from previous kits, and in these containers I also have a lot of the embellishments that came with previous SCT kits. So some of these I'm going to be using on this layout today. So I'm pulling out some pieces that I think goes really well with this layout, including those little florals. You'll see I'll pull one from the top right of the screen. I had it on my desk, and then I think 2 more in that little container there. And I'm going to use some liquid adhesive to add those in next to my photo. And here I'm just going to continue adding bits and pieces. And there you can see I'm adding in those floral pieces. Those were from an SCT kit from sometime last year. Now, once I'm done adding in items from this bin, I will pull out my second bin, which have a lot more like smaller items, some bling and some paper clips and stuff like that. So I'm gonna add some enamel dots once I grab that bin, which will be coming up very soon. Now on this layout, I did not add a big title. You can see there that I just added "You Are My Sunshine," and that serves as my title on this layout. Sometimes I add a huge one, sometimes I don't. So that worked for this layout. This will go in my daughter's album, her All About Me album. So here's where I use up all of those enamel dots. I was very happy to finish those off, and it is a brighter pink than the one that's on the pattern paper, but that's fine. I think it added some contrast to the layout. And I also pulled in some word phrases that were black. That added a little bit of contrast as well. Now here's where I pulled in those other 2 butterflies that were left over. And next up, I'm gonna add some splatters. Now I'm carefully adding in some gold splatters, and for some more contrast and to pull in a bit more black, I will go with some black India ink and add some splatters with those as well. But I'm very, very careful not to add too much. Now to tie everything together, I will use my fine tip pen and add a doodly border all around the layout. At first I just added it to the green cardstock, and then I decided I wanted it the entire way around the layout. And you probably cannot see it really well right now, but I will give you guys a close-up look in just a few moments, as well as some still shots towards the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed the process today. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, check out Moira's layout that she completed today, and be sure to come back to see what else we create using our May 2020 SCT sampler kit. So I want to thank you all for watching today, and until my next video, bye.